Hi, this is Melissa Maley, and today I want to show you how to make what's called Vodka Riggies. Right now I started with some extra virgin olive oil, about a half of a cup in my pan, and also I chopped one medium Vidalia onion. You can use any kind of onion. I tend to like the Vidalias better. So we're going to let that simmer for just about a few minutes, just till they get softened. And once they start to soften, I also picked up some prosciutto, and this is about 1/4 of a pound that I'm going to chop up while the onions are softening. And then we'll check back in a sec. Okay, now that the onions are softened, I had in between, I had cut up some prosciutto, and we're going to put that in there. That's about 1/4 of a pound, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so that's going to cook up a little bit, maybe just for like another 3 minutes or so. So we'll let that cook, and then I'll begin to show you the rest. Okay, so we added the prosciutto, and we're letting that start to cook with the onion, and we can start to season it as it's cooking. And let's see, I don't always measure, so I'm going to kind of tell you what about I do. And so I'm going to say, gosh, this is how I would do it anyway. So I think this would be about a teaspoon of garlic powder, maybe. And then I go across with some basil, just about like this. So everything is really to your liking. And then this is such a quick dish. And then salt to taste. And then we're gonna just kind of let that cook. This is a great dish to have for company. So if you have these ingredients on hand, I'll keep prosciutto in the refrigerator, or in the freezer, excuse me, in the freezer in a tight container. And if company's coming, I'll just have it there. So it's a really quick dish to do. And then next I would do vodka, and I just get the cheap vodka because I only use it for cooking. Do about a shot or more. I always do a little bit over, so I'll go about that. Oh, I'll make it 2, almost 2. And then we'll let that cook so the alcohol cooks off. And it just leaves the flavor. Just let that cook just for a minute. Okay, so next, after the vodka, put in your heavy cream. And I do a pint of heavy cream, all while this is simmering. And in between, I went ahead and I boiled the macaroni. And it's called Riggies for rigatoni. You can use ziti. This is penny or penne, I don't know, however you'd say it. Just whatever you could find in the grocery store is fine. Okay, and then next is any kind of sauce. I am just using a regular marinara sauce. You can use sauce that you keep in the freezer on hand sometimes. I'll have it and I'll thaw it out. But this time I just grabbed this just to show you how easy this dish is if you have to make it fast for company. And you do about a 1.5 cups, or you can do the whole container of that. And I didn't do the whole container yet. I just like to see how it goes. So everything is kind of to your liking. And then next is the cheese. 1.5 cups of cheese is going to be next. So I basically use the whole container of this too. It's Parmesan Romano. You can just do Parmesan if you like that without the Romano. And it just makes a nice pink sauce. And it has amazing flavor. So once that all melts in, then you add the macaroni. And then you're just going to let it cook for just a couple of minutes here. Okay, so after you're stirring it for just a few minutes on a low heat, then you're going to take your pre-boiled macaroni and you're just going to throw that in the pot and just kind of get it all out first. And then make sure it's, once it's drained really well, that it doesn't have any water to it, because that way the sauce will stick to it a whole lot better if the macaroni is dry. And then once you do this, you're going to want it to just simmer again for just a couple minutes and let the macaroni absorb all the sauce. Well, not all the sauce, but absorb the flavor of the sauce, I should say. And the longer it sits, it's only going to sit for a few minutes because you don't want it to get soggy. But the longer it sits, just for this few minutes, it's just absorbing all the flavor. Okay, that's basically it. And then when you go to serve, I will show you what it looks like on a dish. Vodka Riggies, all set. They sat for just a couple of minutes, and the longer it sat, it just thickened the sauce and it absorbed all the flavor. And so I'm going to put it on a dish just to show you how great it actually looks under there. That looks incredible. My husband will be very excited tonight for dinner, and I will as well. And that's it. And then I take some fresh Parmesan Romano, sprinkle it over the top of it a little bit. There. And it's now ready to eat. And thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe for my future videos. Thank you.